Okay, I'm here. Hello, everybody. My name is Yotsuba Zero. Good morning. What time is it? I just had to run real quick. Always, I had to stream real quick because I haven't streamed since the Andean Andrew, I believe, and I probably won't be streaming a lot next week since I have stuff to do. I'm very busy. So I'm just getting in the stream right now before I get too busy, because I do have to do something after this. I think it will take me like 3 hours to finish this. Hopefully so. If not, there's gonna be a part 2. Okay. All the official stuff out the way. Let's go. I've been wanting to play this for a while. I got it when it was on sale. I really want to play it because I don't know much about it. I know it's been out for like years already, and I don't know much about it. I just kind of remember. I just remember walking through hallways in like the first one that isn't the deluxe edition. But I remember the narrator. I remember him. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Why do you say hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on? Koi. I'm scared. Before you get started, can I say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you boot. Okay. I did open it up to set it up first, and then boot it up right now. Okay, a lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just call the clock and set it at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. You're welcome. I always do that. That's how I know you care about the experience. You're paying attention. Thank you. I don't even know. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. They are. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Oh, don't say that to me. Don't make a deal with me. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Ah! Okay. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you earned it. Thank you! Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Thank you. What? I didn't expect that. Okay, I think that's good. This is never the end? The end is never the end. It's never the end, the end, ends never the end. There you go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yes, sir.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons
Who the
to
heck
push,
is watching me?
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
427.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I
As though he'd
relished
been
it?
made
Are you
exactly
sure?
for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Are you sure?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Snap out of it. Ugh. HR. HR. Please. I hate Mondays. Crawl under my desk and cry. Holy. I can't jump. Damn, I'm freaking gliding.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. I hate Mondays. What did that say? Wow, they
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Are you sure? I'm seeing traces everywhere. They freaking. Who farted? Yeah. Oh. Ah. A number one dad. Yeah.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Where's my achievement? Is it not this door? You want me to click this door?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Bet.
Yes, almost certainly.
Watch me.
50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417. 417. 417. 417. 417. 417. 417. 417. 420. 417. Ah!
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Was it back here? 437. Wait, I think it was back here. No. Oh!
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Where? 415, 415, 420, 417 should be. Ah!
Now, back to door number 437.
I'm committed. 437, 437, 437, 437. Okay. 437?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. 419. 419. Okay, I can do it. Hold up. I can do it.
Yes! Yeah. This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
417 was... Where's 416? 416!
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Where is it? Where's the copy machine?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Yes! We did it!
Yeah!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come
Thank
today.
you.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
But it did. I did 5 clicks on this, and I did earn an achievement. So, like, really, who's the real winner here? I think it's me, the one with the achievement. That was. Ooh. No, I could have bonged myself right there. That's a freaking work hazard. Anything secret? Why does this radio keep turning on? Hold up. I keep turning it off and it keeps coming back on. Okay. Okay. Okay, anyway. Dude, my door's locked. Who the frick? I like work. I like work. I just hate my boss. Mile? Oh, there's something over there. Someone's playing solitaire. I think they're losing. I hate Mondays. I'm playing. Hello? It's like everyone just disappeared.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Guys! What do you... Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Which door?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Wait, was it... I
Perhaps
wasn't
he
paying
wanted to
attention.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, maybe I will. Damn. Whoa. Where's the employee lounge? Oh, here it is.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
What's the point of this?
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I get a coffee? Coffee nut? Huh?
Yeah. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It's not open. Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What are you talking about? You're so mean to me. Ooh. I'm an architect. Caution. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Yeah, narrator. I thought that was a broom. I fell down the stairs. Forklift certified. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Sheesh. What? Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. 5,000. Well, would I be dead at that point? I mean, a key card. I can't even jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Oh, he
Give
wants
me
a chance? Bro. Wait, there's a car! I should have jumped. I could have been home free! I could have been home free! No, seriously, you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Dang. I just got an achievement for trying to jump. Dangerous. Danger everywhere. It's scary in here. Warning, do not stand on the sign of events. I'm standing here. No buckets past the point. Well, now I want to find a bucket and find out why. Hold up. Can't read that. Can I use this as a bucket? Oh, bucket. Damn it. Okay, fine. I don't have a bucket. There's a clock.
Now listen
Red and
carefully,
blue.
this is important.
Oh, Matrix.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Why? Why do you want me to go through the red door? They both look the same. Do I give him a chance? I guess I said I would give him a chance. I guess. Here
Oh,
you go.
thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Hey!
We would both
Hey!
be so much happier if we
Hey!
just stopped.
Hey!
And I think I have a solution.
You trapped me!
Here,
You freaking
let me
liar!
show you.
Oh. Oh. I gotta tell you right now, I don't like the dark. Huh?
What do we want? What
I
are
don't
we
know.
looking for?
What is this? Why are you talking to me like that?
Here.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
It's so pretty.
I actually feel happy.
Ah. Are we gonna kiss? Well? Wait, what's gonna happen? My eyes! Oh! What? There's more? Ah! So much. It's a light show. Where are they going? Come back! Are we? Is the narrator gonna like show himself and then we're gonna hold hands and then just like be happy together? Oh, green? It's gone. Oh. Ooh. Pretty lights. Must restrain myself from grabbing laser. Ugh. Oh, red. Huh? Ah! Let me out. Let me grab it. I want to grab it. Let me grab it. Stop restricting my movement. Let me grab it. Please. This is torture. I can't grab. I can't capture the dots. Oh, my eyes. How long do I have to stay here? I'm getting tired of chasing the light, you know? You know, you go after the laser pointer first, like, you could go after it for like so many hours. It's fun. But after a while, you start getting the gist of what's happening, you know? At least let me capture it. Come on now. My eyes. Okay, I think I don't know how to get out.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Huh? I'm sorry. I'll go back. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Where were we?
Sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I love the lights, really. I really love it, but why do I get the feeling that you're trying to keep me confined in one room? It's a little thing that I'm kind of getting on, you know, something I'm noticing that you want me to stay here forever, probably. But I don't think that's possible, and I think in order to progress the game, I need to leave. I'm sorry. Where the heck am I? This looks like a rubber room. A rubber room full of rats. What's this? Ah, wait, it looks like me. Wait. Look, it has the orange hair. the little red thing. Green, black, and red. I'm not wearing that, but if I do wear that, is that Clifford? Is that freaking Clifford? Am I tripping? Whoa.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs.
Oh?
If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What? Why is he like acting like my marido? Like, what the heck is happening? Like, he's acting like he's my husband or something. Like my boyfriend or... Like, how am I gonna die falling down these stairs? Like, I'm just walking, boy. Man. Fellow, sir.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Now you're making me feel bad. Wait! Am I tripping, or am I seeing no door over there? And I'm actually seeing a place for me to freaking kill myself.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
No. I'm sorry. I can only follow the lasers for so long before it gets boring. I'm sorry. Anyway, and I can't go back. You locked all the doors behind me. I'm sorry.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You have me No. No, what are you doing, Stanley?
I didn't know I was
Please,
so
I'm asking you
resilient.
not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Well, I don't want to stay in a light show, man. So it's really nothing personal, kinda. You did lock the doors, and the doors are shut over there, but like, you know, I hope I'm not resilient.
Stanley,
Shit.
let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Why did you ask me like that? Now I had to go back in the other room. Oh, my face got
Yes.
freaking
Perhaps you
hot.
can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, sure. Bro, my face, it's so hot, bro. Why did you say it like that? What the heck? Wait, I need to drink water. I need to calm myself down. Wait, let me turn this off again. I might unplug it in the end. I unplugged it. It was the last straw. I really love this light show. Yeah, I see, we can really be happy together here. Yep, and I will definitely stay here and stay here forever with you.
No, perhaps not.
Well, you're making me feel bad with all these things you're saying, you know? Yeah. There's nowhere else for me to go.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, that's not the. If you put a door, if you like summon a door, I'll gladly go through it. But you know, it's just I don't. You know, I feel like I'm the bad guy now. Why am I the bad guy? I don't dislike it. I'm not the bad guy. Come on. I'm not the bad guy. But
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I'm sorry. This is actually not my choice, but it's the only one I have. Wait, if I go back. Wait, look. What if I go back down the stairs? Let me think. I'm moving very slow. I don't know how I'm still alive. I don't know what is keeping me alive. Let's go. I can't run.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I do want to stay alive, but where the hell did the other door go? It was right here. There was a whole nother hallway or something. Can I just jump off of here?
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
Him talking about our happiness? Bro! Holy. I can't jump off. I tried. I really tried. I wish, but there's literally nothing. I can't, you know. I'm a living thing. I can't just watch, eat, and drink like those lights. Okay, here we go. I guess he's not talking to me anymore. I know he's really mad. Why is he mad at me? He's the one that trapped me here. Okay, here we go. Goodbye, world. I see you on therapy.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Wait, I feel bad. Why'd you say that? Oh, wow, wow, it's so crazy. I had a really weird dream. Oh, where are my coworkers?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Waiting input. Hold up. Huh? Pink. Okay, I'm remember that. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Pink, pink. Pink, pink. Pink. Pink, pink, pink.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I wanted
just
to
to
stop by
admire
there.
it.
Yep. How do you know?
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
This room.
This room, yep.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
let's see
5 years
what
ago.
happens if...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
Hold
really. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I didn't mean to do that.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't mean to. It was bad timing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it's not on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called
Narrator,
so
can
deeply
you lend me...
and so personally to Stanley? Its grace,
Can you lend me
its subtle
$1.25?
charm. No.
Please?
Stanley knew it was something deeper.
Huh? What'd you say?
Something darker.
Darker. Darker.
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Can you lend me
A room
$1.25?
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep. Can I have $1.25? I want to get a cold drinks.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Shut up. Give me $1.25 and let's get out of here.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Yep.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Was it? Can I have $1.25? Is the message that you're not gonna give me $1.25? Maybe if I jiggle this, it'll give me $1.25. Maybe if I shake it, I'll get $1.25. What does it say? For fuel. I hate Mondays. I can't read the other one. Okay, time to go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
that again
here.
and then
I'm
not
not
follow
your
what you said.
enemy, really, I'm not.
See what happens.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Shut
Are
up.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
I'm ready.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue! It's red in my eyes.
Aha,
Oh.
perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked
Wait,
through
what?
the red door.
Dude. Bro, he's giving me the golden experience. Holy crap.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's
Yeah,
out
I
there?
wanna
You want
know.
to find out what
Yeah.
lies at the end of this road you've
Yes.
chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
There's a
I haven't
door
even
over
finished
there.
building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
Wow.
Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
I desire
what would have
you.
made this
What?
game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yeah.
Skill trees?
Yeah.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I want to see things.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new
Okay.
design, and you can give me some
Okay.
feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Ooh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to
Oh.
stop you there.
Okay.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Maybe, I'll give you a 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks
Yeah.
to you.
Uh-huh.
If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so
Yeah,
let's keep this
I'm into
party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Previous
To be
playthrough?
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Well, where am I? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Huh. Did you know that 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence? Only the 3% of players chose a blue door? Yeah, that's me. How long does it take you to get the character completed? You're... you are objectively ranked 9,328 and that's true. When I had some friends are help. Error. Friend list is empty. In total... 100% of players chose a blue door. 98.9 players are more attractive than Stanley? What are you talking about? You know what? I'm doing this until my camera dies, which is gonna be like in 10 minutes. Probably. Dang, I was gone for so long. I'm sorry. I had freaking... Oh, crap, I'm lagging.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Okay.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let me take a look. What the? He really is booting it up.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Okay.
It's a very meaningful game.
I got it.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
I got it.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4 hours?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You know, at some point, the noise just gets too loud. I think I need to kill this baby. Can I jump into the bar instead? See, my camera's gonna die right now. Okay, I'll let them. Bye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I got too long.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm
Where's your
completely
plan
out
here?
of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Where is he going?
It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why
What do
don't
you
we play someone
mean?
else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems
This feels like
it'll
when
work.
your wife
Let's
is
give it a
mad at
shot.
you.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
I don't
What's
know,
our
man.
backstory? What is our motivation?
Space puffs.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in
Spying?
your creep tower. Perhaps
Creep
for some
tower?
sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What are you talking about?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what
Cookbook.
else is out there.
Sus. Did you just hear Minecraft? Should I like... Okay. Propane.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Wow.
It is. It's an open world
No
game.
way.
Good God, quickly
Don't
block
say
it
that.
off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
A psych ward.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, wait. There was a freaking gap. What? No
Wonderful.
way!
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Watch me. What's this? Oh.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's
Yeah.
see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
Where?
Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
I think it's sports ball.
sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
See Rocket League.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Where is it? Ball! 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 Bam! Ah! Football! Football! Goal! Lasso!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Oh no, what are you doing?
I fell! I didn't mean to!
Stanley,
I was
don't do
playing
that. I
football.
can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I don't know where I am. I was. Oh, this is a long fall. Oh. Huh? Narrator? Narrator? Hello? Oh, what? What? Narrator? 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 Huh?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Bro just monologued. Had me astonished. I couldn't believe what he was saying to me. Actually, is my camera gonna die? I think it's about to die right now. Hold up. I thought I saw something like go past the screen. Okay, I probably have like a little bit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I don't know what that is, but I'm pushing it. These doors have to open sometime.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll follow him this time. Ah, so brave. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. Standard. Something graphs. Not cost efficient. Push for funding of R+D of new coffee machine. Ooh, it looks like they got that. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the synergizing paper guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on topic of ongoing. The future was yesterday. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. I don't reflect. Meeting room for blah blah blah. Plan hobbies. Meeting schedule. Weekly target. The box is too small. It happens. Termination Tuesday. Office efficient illegal. Question mark. Group for one time. Group. IT department. We're broke Wednesday. Financial panic meeting. Bosses inspections. Mergers. Ideas plus development. Pre-review of weekly review. Weekly review. Pranking floors meeting. What to do about 432. Don't tell 432 about the meeting. Am I 432? Office party. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. We're friends. That's unique. You most of all. Thank you. By Corley post. We need number of slides on the slide. Slides, charts, and slides. We need more, less views. 4.2, 4.5. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. What? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographics. Who's changing that? It's changing very quickly. Find teenagers to put in teenager demographic. Some sort of child trap. What? Let's see. Space between teenagers, size of demographic teenagers. Throw something in the idea bin. No more bins. These cans. Trash these cans with naming of the DNA and firing of me. Different talk less, do believe don't get fired. That is great advice. Has a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out past the glass around 100 acres, resent coworkers. He is inside to share employees and things to make sure the site is slick blue guy. That's all about text and share column person. Mind. It's working. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's nothing. Chris, are you in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Are you sure?
So he turned around and got back on track.
I closed the door.
There was nothing here. No choice
sure?
to make, no path to follow.
I think I
just
can
an
take
empty
something.
broom
So-
closet. No reason to still be here.
It's rope.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just
Where's the
sitting in the
mop?
broom closet.
There's a
He
broom.
wasn't even doing anything. At
Where's
least
the
if
mop
there was
to this
something to
thing?
interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I don't know.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I feel like there's something here and you're not telling me. I could take that. Like, I could take this. I could take that. That. Is that a...
You do
know what
realize
that
there's no
is.
choice or anything in here, right?
What is that?
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Is there really nothing? Wait, let me get some hand
Maybe to
sanitizer
you
in my
this
hand.
is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite
Stanley
game.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay, you didn't have to say all that. That is
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Yep,
I
second
guarantee
player here.
you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, baby. I'm going.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
A car!
But
We can go!
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Did
His
everyone
boss would think he
vanish?
was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No, crazy.
All of my
That was
co-workers
crazy
blinking
once.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Huh?
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
You're
Were they
right.
simply
What the-
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I'm tripping.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wait, I'm floating.
Then he imagined
Holy crap.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
What is
It was
happening to
so
me?
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And
Yeah.
then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Am I
One
dead?
he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
You know what?
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I haven't
Now
thought
the
of that.
voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
There's a lot of
I'm
voices in my
dreaming
head.
about a
I
voice
just didn't think of
describing
it
me,
as strange.
Thinking about how it's
you know?
describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Nuh-uh.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this
This has
was
to
in
be a
fact a
dream.
dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the
Yeah,
magical stars
exactly.
just
Did
a
you not
moment
see
ago?
that?
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
Oh,
and he invited himself to wake up.
wake up.
He
Wake up.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with
wake
this
up.
dream. I wish it to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Yep.
I want my apartment and my wife
Yep.
and my job.
Wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
Yep.
I am normal.
Uh-huh.
Everything will be fine.
Uh-huh.
I am okay.
It didn't work!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who the hell is Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
I'm dead, woman!
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real
Lady, I'm
and
dead!
what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Lady, I'm dead! Call someone! Another day, another dollar, huh? I had just had a strange dream, you know? It was a very strange dream. I dreamt that I was I was just in a loop, and I couldn't get out, and I thought it wasn't a dream, you know? It was crazy. Okay, hold up. This camera is gonna die. Let me change it. Okay. Whoa. Anyway. 4:27.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain
Oh,
started.
this
And
is
if
new.
it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Yeah. What the heck? That's new dialogue. I don't remember him saying that.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Yeah,
open
yeah.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I guess.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I guess I'll just walk up and, mosey on down to my boss's office. Like, what's he gonna do for me? Like, where? Actually, yeah, he could give me answers. Where the heck is he getting back now? Whoa. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Wow, boss. I gotta applaud. You made a brilliant decision. Extreme bathroom time. There's really nothing here? Why do you have 2 glasses? 3 glasses. Why do you have furniture in here? You have no bell. Wait. I'm thinking that's like a house. Oh. The beige pages. Ow. Pandas. An elevator. Up, please. Should I go up? Up, please. Stanley! Who said my name? Narrator. Narrator? A hero. What the? What's bro yapping about? I hear him. He sounds super close. Am I tripping? Hey, they won't know? Is there like a secret for this? I'm guessing not. Okay, let me out. You can let me out now. Unless... Stanley, I don't know how I feel about... Wait. I don't know how I feel about him saying my name. Okay, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. If he says my name one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. Hello, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Boss?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
Boss?
of any human life.
Boss!
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
Who did
orchestrated this. What
Who did
dark
this?
secret was
Who
being
did
held
this?
from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss
What
had
the
been
heck?
keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. 2845? Ooh. Give me numbers. Oh, boss, I wonder...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I did not.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless,
Let's see.
since he could never possibly know that the
2845.
combination was 2845. 2845.
I'm doing it.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What door? Wait, what happened? Holy crap. I didn't see this. Where am I? Going down. Loading, loading, loading. Ladle.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Real? Really? You for real?
Whoops. Nope.
Oops.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator
Silly
and went
you.
back up. Silly me.
Silly you.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's
Are you sure?
office?
It could be
that's
like
a
the
great
Konami
question.
code.
I just can't wait to find out.
Wait. You're about to find out. You'll never guess this. You never guess what I'm gonna do. Where's the door? Oh, wait. I can't see anything. Maybe there was a secret, you know?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly
Nope.
what it is.
Because
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Yeah.
This has fleshed out the plot of the
I
story
could pretend
in
to be
new
the
and
boss.
fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
Thank you.
An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points,
Yep.
one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oh, you stop trying to flatter me. Anyway, it's because I remembered 2845. Was it now 2845? 2843. Screw you, man. Oh, boom. Looks like there's only one way to go. Going down?
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know. I even asked myself that. Oh my goodness. Wow, we're back here. Who would have guessed? Ugh.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nope.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
You'll never guess what it is.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay, I'll give you time. Bro, I love him. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my god.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Thank God.
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
It's a lot taken.
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Thank you. I know. A lot of people really want to be under me, to learn of my ways, and you should be actually grateful that I took you under my wing. After all, I am the master here. Now, let us proceed.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Right.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Yes.
That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
I know.
A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
What? Come on, man. You're supposed to go along with the bit. No! He won't go with the bit anymore! Man. Oh.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a minute.
Yeah.
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
You're correct.
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
You want to take it nice and slow? Huh?
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Exactly.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal?
This guy gets
This
it.
is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most
Where the hell are
exciting
we?
narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it.
Thank you.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else
I know.
out there. You see,
I'm a
I want
revolutionary.
stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp
True.
and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much,
Where are
Stanley.
we?
Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
Exactly.
You're a role model, you know?
Thank you.
People look up to you.
Oh.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can
shouldn't
talk about your
have.
work and your storytelling and your
Thank
life.
you.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following
guess
you
it's
from the
for my
beginning.
fans.
They
I'll
really
do
look
it.
up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind
really
of
don't.
gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh my god. This guy. Okay. Get it out of my system. Okay. Wow. I'm really honored to be here.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
The storytelling. Stanley. All in his new. I don't know, I can't read that. Thank you for having me here. All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. Oh, I know, and Evening with World Peace, baby. I know that,
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
all my fans are waiting. They've been waiting to hear me for a long time. Oh, it's sad. They're waiting.
Are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Break a leg, champ. My boss? Wait. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from? Your co-workers. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Story. Stanley. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. I love the way you ride elevator. XX, is that the narrator? No one tells stories. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. What is this one? This one's written in red. Stanley, heart. My true love. Oh my goodness. For you, your something day, you make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Oh, what's an apartment ending? It's probably narrator. The dude who came up with pizza. No, I don't know. I'm feeling a bit jittery about it. I don't know. Should I go? The guy who went to Mars, the Lord. But they're waiting for me. I have to go. Oh! Yes, hello everybody. It's me. Yes, I know. Here we go. Yes. The fame was too much for me. For my poor little soul.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What can it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah. Yap, 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 yap. Yap, yap, yap. Yap, yap, yap.
When
Stop
Stanley
yapping, old
came to a
man.
set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
Maybe
to
I
admire
will.
it. Standing now in
And
this
I'll
incredible
briefly
room,
look at it and
Stanley
leave.
for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, I guess I haven't done this. Boop.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Bye.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and
Yeah.
get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, well,
Where do I have to go?
From here, it's, left.
Here? You should have just said left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Finally, you picked a way. Where's our car? Narrator, I think you put me down a scary route. I'm scared. What?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely
Fired.
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't
Fired.
wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No, wait. God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, wait.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Something's broken.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Your
Stanley,
game's broken.
Did you change anything when we were back
No.
in that room with all the monitors?
I didn't touch
Did you move
anything.
the story somewhere, or...
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah.
I'm the one who wrote the story.
I didn't write anything.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
Why are you
then.
blaming me?
It's an adventure.
Oh.
Come, Stanley. Let's
wanna
find
go to this
the
one.
story.
Move the chairs. This one. The back rooms. This way. This way. This way. This way. This way. This way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Wait.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
Oh,
not?
crap. Okay, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Okay.
had simply missed a memo.
Everything looks the same. So far. There's no
Okay, yep,
doors.
it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed
The
anything?
door is closed. Oh yeah, there's an open door here. Wait, that's where I came from. Did you miss something?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
What?
The story. Here it comes.
It's...
No, wait.
There's
never
nothing
mind.
here.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What are you doing to me? To my head? My head hurts. Ew!
Now
Where
this...
am I?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I'm in
I can't
freaking
quite
Resident
recall,
Evil
but I
or
believe
something.
my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Where's the door?
You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
Thank
so,
you.
good job. Oh, no. No,
Oh.
I don't feel right about this at all.
Me neither.
We both know you didn't put in any actual
I
work
just
for that win.
walked.
Some people win
You
fair
kept
and square,
restarting.
and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Same.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
What about me? If you restart too many times... What is that?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, I'll follow the line. Why is it going to the office? Is that right? I think you did your line wrong. Solitaire. Is this correct? I don't feel like this is correct. I think your line's wrong.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just
Okay.
stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
I think you're cooking
Okay.
something.
Now, if my experience of your
Why is it on the
existence
wall?
rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
Are you
I
going
think
to
what we need
Toro
right
because you're
now
strongest,
is a
or
bit of
strongest
music to
because you go
lighten the
to
mood.
Toro? Oh, crap!
Wait, cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Nice.
this fern will be very important later
Okay,
in the
I'll
story.
remember it.
Make sure you study
Okay.
it closely
Let me
and
see.
remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Can I take a piece of it? Okay. What do you want me to remember it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's a lot of ferns. I'll remember it. Boop, 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 boop.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Boom.
Oh, no, no,
We're
no,
back
no,
here.
not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, crap. Okay. Here we go again.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Okay.
Something exciting,
They're so
daring,
true.
mysterious.
Right.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get adventurous.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Okay.
I'm ready
I got
for
it.
it.
Minecraft. Narrator, I think this is going in school.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Okay,
No
I'll veto
lines
it
or
too.
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Okay.
And we should be fine.
I won't look at it. I won't look at it. It's we crashed into there.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Okay.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I
Where
believe
shall
I
we
need
go?
a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Okay, stop
Come,
spinning.
Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Which door? I'm seeing circles. Eh?
Oh, hold up. What's this?
What's this?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's
Stanley
really how
died.
all this goes?
Hey!
It's all determined?
Well, find a bookstore.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
What about me?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
Yeah.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Hello?
So, okay.
How's your day?
I guess now we just wait.
Okay.
You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
I
I'm
guess.
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out,
Where?
won't we?
The journey?
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, crap! Who was that? Hello? What? Oh, my eyes. I'm dead! Where am I? Where am I? Narrator, help me. I'm lost. Oh, what are these? Oh, they're buttons. This is heaven. I could click on many buttons. Oh, yes. Now this is gameplay. No, I missed it. There you go. Wait, they just light up again. Wait. Wait, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Narrator! Help! I don't want to be in better room. I don't want to be in better room. I don't want to be in heaven anymore. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Narrator, pick me up! I can't get out! I guess I guess I have to restart. I can't get out of there. You'd never guess what I've been through, narrator.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
You have no idea what I've just been through. This is never the end. What's happening with the computers? It's never the end. It's never the end. I'm getting a little creeped out. Eh? Eh? Nani kore? What is this? I've never seen this before. Was this always be here? This wasn't always here.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Why are you asking me? Oh. Narrator, where am I going? I'm scared. Whee!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Hello? Oh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on
2013?
home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Let's go! Wait, I guess...
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
Oh,
but
we
I'm
have to
sure
go.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Where is it not moving? The elevator isn't moving.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Maybe we should jump?
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh,
Should it?
there
Oh,
we go.
there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Okay.
mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay, calm down. Let's go. Is this it?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. Wait. No, I could only jump in the circle? Doing jumping jacks. Yeah, I can't jump anywhere.
Is
Was
that
that
it?
it?
Surely that's not all the new
Yeah,
content.
y'all gotta be joshing
There has to be
us.
something else, right?
For real.
Goodness. Another elevator.
Oh, it's your
Stanley,
favorite thing.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
You'll
If
be
this is new
surprised.
content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley
do
Parable
it.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And then, oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
All right, let's go.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see
It can't be the only,
I'm
like,
ready for
it could be
whatever
like
it is.
tiers, you know? Like first tier, jumping circle, and then second tier. That's it?
That's it? Oh, you've
Gotta
got
be
to be
kidding me.
kidding me. You see, Stanley?
Man, you
This is
see
what
this?
happens when greedy video game developers
I can't
with
believe
no
it.
respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me
Wow.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content,
Me
I'm
too.
afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
You're right.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset
Should
the
we?
game? And we'll
I
try
don't
to
know.
get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
No.
No frills.
Okay.
No gimmicks.
Yeah.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
What?
What do you say, friend?
Friend. I feel like we're more my friends. More like, I feel like closer than friends, you know? Where the hell am I? Narrator. Something looks odd. That's my office. But where am I?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Okay.
I want to show you something.
Okay, I'm coming in. What are you doing in the vents? Oh, catch me. You didn't catch me.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yep.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the
past.
Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Okay.
Take a look.
Just between us, you know. Okay. Why in the vents? Why are you like scurrying around in vents? Oh. Oh yeah. What is this? You made a whole different game in here. Oh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Oh,
Experiences
that's
like the
nice.
launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Really? The memory zone. Oh, wow.
You see,
2013.
Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally
remember.
launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Let me see. 2013. Temp. Stanley Parable. Our first kiss, my first car. The release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh my god, I can't believe you kissed in 2013. 2013. The original remake. Ah. Wow. A trip down memory lane. Oh. Me first dollar. Oh. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. British Academy Award. The Stanley Parable. Debut game? Wait. Game innovation? And story. The new video game releasing today. 50% off designer hats. Stanley Parable deals tough twitches. Hey, that's when I die. Hey, why are you keeping this here? Why are you like this? Is this beta? Work in progress? Why are you like this, narrator? Oh, it's so pretty outside. Okay.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
No,
it's
don't
just
say
a
that.
husk now.
No.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Don't be sad. Let's go up here. Person of the year. Is that me? Ooh. Wait. Memory zone maintenance? Locked. The pretty blue doors. Your number 29.
Here's another moving
Perfect
passage,
pictures.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh. Can't exactly get through there. Can't exactly get through there. Narrator. I'm serious. I can't get through there. You're opening the door, but I can't go through there. I can't jump. Serious room. I can't get in the serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't
Wow.
recall this part of the memory zone
This is the
before.
maintenance.
What's this? What's down here?
Ooh, can I have $1.25? What is this? No.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
Oh,
Stanley, it's a
no.
collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't know about this one.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny. with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
How could you
I'm not
say
trying to be
that?
funny.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a
He's
densely
really
layered
pissed.
web of profound philosophical
He made it freaking
insights
rain.
that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. Oh, there's so many. Oh. Oh. Oh no.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Oh.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You're asking the
You
wrong
can
person.
tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to
No,
get it to
keep the
feel
fluff.
as light and
I want
airy
fluff.
as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh,
Like I let
no,
these people
don't feel
down.
like that.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No. You can't be. You're too harsh on yourself. I love you. I think that's what matters.
What's this one got to say?
Let's see.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
No!
A skip button? Well,
Yeah, drown that
well,
one.
yes. Yes, I think we can
No,
do that.
I would never
if I'm
do
truly
that.
too preachy, then,
No, I won't do
then
it.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment,
No, I
surely
won't do
it
it.
couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
What's happening?
Only
What's
positive
happening?
reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's
What is
always
that?
been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Should I?
I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to
What?
get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up.
Well, I'm waiting
Go
for you
ahead
to
and
shut
make
up.
me shut up. Here, we'll pretend
Okay,
that I've just
let's go.
begun an interminable
Yeah,
monologue.
let's go.
And it goes something like this.
Let's see.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Here we go. Since you're giving me permission.
Oh,
Hello?
you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few
I was
minutes,
frozen
but it
in
was
time?
plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
Really?
and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Really?
Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what
Okay,
you think.
let me think.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say,
think he's
if
not
by
cooking
articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been,
You
making
see,
every
that's
choice to
so
which you've ever
interesting,
given your
'cause
great
then-
gift of... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in
I
the
don't
first
think
place.
so. I'm not
I
sure.
guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam
I
works.
can better educate
Perhaps
you, you
that
know?
would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, Surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
Imagine.
Merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Hello,
now, I
Matt.
should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Really?
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate,
Shocking,
I
yeah.
do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
where's the
And we
door?
can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get
Where's
out
the
of
door?
here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that
There
led into this
was
room?
the door.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
I didn't catch
I don't
through the
think
frickin'
one can enter a
roof.
room without a door of some sort,
Well,
or
I was
window
thinking
or
just
something
that.
like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
No.
A porthole?
I see a
sufficiently large crack in the wall?
See a
I'll
fan
take any of
thing.
these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button. To
what time
go
is it?
anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't
15?
there? I swear there was.
No, it's 2.
Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through?
I can
a wall?
try.
Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door.
I'm trying.
We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door.
You
I
find
don't know
this.
how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall.
You try to
but
find a door
I
and
will find a way.
I'll try
I
to break
promise.
through it.
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back. Stanley!
Oh,
Stanley!
hello.
Stanley,
Hello.
please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Hello?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's
trying.
no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it.
Are you
and I
sure?
have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later,
Look, one of
no
the
matter
lights-
how
two of
much
the
I
lights are
plead
out.
with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would
Maybe
you?
when you're not looking.
I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
I don't know.
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never
Why did
even
it?
met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone
Yeah,
ever
you
says
shouldn't
about
really
me. The merest mention of
dwell
one
on-
of my imperfections, and
dwell
I
on
become
it.
as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all
Well, now I
alone,
feel bad and
that
don't
I had
want
the
to press
power to
it.
prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will.
no, I
I
don't.
don't doubt it. Surely
I'm
you'll
doing
press
now.
that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire
Well,
to see
there's
what's
not
next
really
ahead
anything
of
for
my
me to
need
do
for
here,
company,
so really,
for
why are you-
companionship.
why are you
Surely
saying
you'll
that
not
all
be
that?
moved by my
Okay.
howls of fitful anxiety. but
Okay,
you'll
you
sit
can
with
calm
me and
down
just
and don't
stay
raise your
here.
voice
Oh,
at
no,
me,
no,
first of
no, I
all.
know you too well. You'll
No,
be
you don't.
leaving me. Oh my God! And it's all because.
Shut up.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Where
oh,
am
my
I?
goodness. I have someone to talk to
Are
again.
you okay?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
This thing's
Or 2
red.
weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak
A
with.
week?
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Maybe.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
It wouldn't
But
be
it isn't,
different.
Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't
Why?
even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Oh.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley.
So you
Not
need
the
me.
outcomes,
Now
not the
you
story.
need me.
None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because
Well-
maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
It's turning
Maybe
crazy. It's
I'm
crazy.
not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it.
Well,
I
you know,
can't be
you're
taken
making me
by it,
feel
Stanley.
bad. Don't want.
I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When
Hmm.
you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously
Yeah, I
far
like
away.
my
And in those
frickin-
moments, the
It's like I'm
emptiness folds
sleeping.
itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet
Okay.
to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am
So,
someone. I am something.
need me?
I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
You will give up everything
the
for
emptiness
me,
between us
right?
has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't
Yeah,
you?
I see what you're
You can
saying.
see what this means to me.
Yep.
I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all.
I'm glad.
I feel renewed. I feel restored, and oh, hello. It's you. You're here
Don't say
again.
anything.
Welcome. I have had time to think about you and
Oh,
about
God,
us
we're
and about
breaking
everything
up.
we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A
Have you
year?
ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will
We're getting
that you and I
divorced?
have squabbled over for so long.
It's true.
There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being.
Right.
I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of
Right.
them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you.
Huh?
Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid, as I do,
Huh?
that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well.
You're
Perhaps you
saying
will
some
somehow,
scary
in
stuff,
some
man.
way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me
You're
the
scaring
smallest
me.
moment of peace in the darkness.
You're scaring me. Oh. Narrator? Narrator? Are you here? Where is he? Where did he go? Narrator? The clock stopped ticking. This thing's dead. Narrator? Hello? You don't want to talk to me? Hello? Hello? Ow? 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 My ears? Ow. What is that? Is it this thing? My ears? First of all. Is this the fire alarm thing? Can't jump to...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their
Well, it's
teeth
nice
and
to
said,
hear 'em again.
entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever
I'm
and
right
ever.
here.
We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing
Do you even
demanded by
notice I'm
every
here?
person at every
I
moment
think
in
you just
time.
became
If
crazy and
someone
started
wants
talking
it,
to
then
my
it's a
frozen
crime not to
body.
bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes!
Wait,
It seems
yeah,
that
that
this
did
is now
happen.
the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to
Basically.
represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so, they've been jealous of me this whole time. They
Really?
are mired in
How?
fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down.
Yeah,
What a
you
sad
should've saw
state of
this in the
affairs.
first
When you
place.
read these reviews now, you can see it. You can
Yeah.
taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel.
Oh, you weren't
It must
talking to
be
me?
that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was
No,
this
no,
state
you
that they
made
sought some
the-
outlet through which to tear me down.
It ain't work.
This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amused them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand
Right.
the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
Yeah. Narrator? Where'd he go? He was just... How long has it been? I actually don't know how long the intervals are now. 'Cause the last time he said it was a year. That could have been like 2, maybe 5.
the end is never the end, is never the end, is
The
never
end,
the
the
end,
end,
is
the
never the
end,
end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end,
it's never the end. He's going crazy. There's some big leakage going on. Narrator, are you okay? Say something at least. Oh crap, narrator, what happened? Narrator? My freaking plan fell. Something's happening. Narrator, I'm scared. Narrator, I'm scared. Narrator, come pick me up. Oh, the light. When did this happen? Narrator? So we have an exit now. Narrator? Narrator? Where is your freaking flies? Narrator? Narrator? Huh? Oh, the plant grew. That's nice. Nice. Narrator? Look! Look, narrator, there's plants! Huh? You know, you want to see something, right? So like, you know, look, there's sun. Look, there's trees outside. Look, there's Fern. You told me to remember Fern, remember? Look, Fern. Remember? You told me in the confusion, maybe? Narrator? 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 Skip. I don't like this. I don't want to be here anymore. Narrator. What happened? Why am I in Trigun? Narrator? Narrator? We're out! Narrator? Narrator? I don't know where I'm going. What happened? I'm going back. Oh! The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh, I just had a crazy
All
dream.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Hold up. New content.
Oh, good. You noticed
Oh.
my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Really? Did you do something? The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Okay, so what do you have? What did you cook up?
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What's the one step?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! Now this is a surprise.
Yes, you
The
see,
end is
isn't
never
this
the
far
end
superior
again.
to a measly re-release with a few minor
427.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking
Yep.
for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation
back.
and
2
long-term
doors.
franchising potential.
More. The Stanley Parable, better Stanley Parable. Win-win. Sequential mind share. 1, 2, paradigm shift. Color red. Wow. Oh yeah. Ooh, that one's slick. 2 halves of the fern. I remember the fern. You told me to remember it. I remembered it. Circle. The jumping circle. Oh. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley
2
Parable
chairs.
2 is going to be, but let's take a
It's a
look at some of the
sequel.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Who took the red marker?
It'll all work
Me.
itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
2. Crab, the ultimate sequel. 2. I like the red. The red really pops out. This way to the show floor. New features. Oh, new content. Do we get to ride the bus? No. Oh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game? Hear your name in the game. No way.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yep.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah? Stanley.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim
Okay,
to really
I'm pretending to
simulate
be
the
Jim.
full
My name is
experience
Jim.
of this feature. Just play along.
Okay.
I promise you'll
Yeah.
love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep
I'm
breath.
Jim.
Clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as
Right.
Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Yeah.
Do you
What?
feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim
Yes.
right now?
I'm
If
embodying
so, then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
This is a really big moment for me.
Jim.
Oh my god, it said
Yes,
my
you
name.
see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
That was
the button
me!
described you. Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
Jim.
Oh!
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too
yeah.
emotionally drained from all of this personal
I had
validation.
to calm down from that one. Let's go anywhere. That was a good button. But you know what? One for the road.
Whoa there,
Ooh,
cowboy. Sometimes a
my
person can be
bad, my
too
bad.
much, Jim. I'm putting the gym button away.
No!
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Man. Button Jim. No. Jim. Oh. He takes my fun away. Okay. I'm Jim. This is the Jim Parable.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too.
That's
that
true.
would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That's Jim. No screenshots. Ooh. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up. The new updated ray trace more of the same, but in a good way. Consistent quality with just the right amount of a change. New features, new content, new ideas. There's something here. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't
Ooh,
it, Stanley?
yeah, that
yes,
would.
Yes, it will go at the end of the
Yeah,
well,
we'll figure that out
later.
later. Where does this go? Free achievements. Hold up. The Stanley Parable 2. Is that me? Pull a lever, receive achievement. No more steps. It just works. Let's see.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game
Yep,
on accident?
I remember that.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should
you
have
freaking
clarified.
lied.
This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
It's broken. I tried. La, la, la. This is a long way back. What's with this?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's this?
You know what? Let's bring the jump
There's no
circle
jumps.
back for Stanley
No.
Parable 2 as well. It's oh wait.
Yeah, I used
You
them all.
already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the
Yeah.
jump circle. Oh well. I suppose
You
it can just be
know.
a nice decorative piece then.
Sorry. That was my bad. That's on me. But I saw something that I want. Yeah, I want to go over there. Is that me? What's this? Two.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
This one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
God damn
Get
it.
Well Someday it is.
My choice didn't matter, man.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Yeah, you made your decision. What's over here?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Where's the bucket?
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Can't you just hold my hand?
Give it a try.
Okay. It's mine!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Oh,
in
bucket.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Really?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Thank you. It's mine now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I wish.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Where else haven't we checked? Infinite hole. It won't end. Hold up. How did he do it?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Here we go. Now.
You see? Isn't
It is
wonderful?
infinite.
One of my more ingenious
Or
concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I want to see if it's really infinite.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Did you?
Is it a very, very deep hole?
I think it's a
To
deep
be
hole.
certain it is.
I think you lied to
It's an
me.
extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh, wait.
From one
I'm about to hit it.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ugh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a
Meeting
cheat,
at
and
2
you're
p.m.
so clever. Look, I think the issue here is
Those
just
are
that you're
secrets on here.
unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as
Just the
anyone would
two of
actually
us.
need. Don't you put this
We
on
can
me.
make
Maybe
it.
you're the problem.
What? You're the problem. You lied to me.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put
No.
all this behind us and agree
Nuh-uh.
to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If that works for you,
That'll work for
then
me.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Wait,
I'll just
I'm
be
reading
up
your
here when
love
you're
letter.
ready.
Just the two of us. We can make if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Here, let's see. What does this say? You didn't see him. Wait, what was the other one? Is it the same? Yeah.
Great. Now, I'm very excited
Yeah,
to show
I'm
you
so
even
excited
more
too.
of my ideas. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is
The
you.
problem
The
is
problem
not
is
me.
that you
It's
like
you.
holes too much.
Yeah, I do.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Ow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Oh my
I couldn't help but
God. Now
feel
you're
like you
lying
spent
to
a
me
little
and you're
less
cheating
time
me.
in there than you did before. I mean,
Now you're trying to
admittedly,
gaslight me.
I didn't make an infinite hole.
You
I
might.
didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
No, actually, I won't go up. Can I actually stay here? Will I get something? Well,
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
ow!
Wow. Okay. Yes.
You keep.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely
keep
deep,
making it
even by the
shorter.
lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here?
I think it's a you
Stanley,
problem now.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
What are you
Let's
doing?
pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Huh?
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but
It's
it's
barely
even
a hole.
at this point. It's more of a concavity,
Yeah.
even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever
Okay.
it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I'll think about it. You see, it is kind of, it's a thing. It's just going in here, hopping in here. It really is something. An experience only. But, you keep nagging me about not coming in here. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. Nothing's happening. I can't return. It's not working.
Is the teleport button not working? You sure?
It's not working.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an
You
explanation. It was
freaking
working just a
cheats.
moment ago. Try
You
it again.
friggin' disabled it.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
No, come
You
back!
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
Oh
for.
my
It's a win for
God.
everyone. You get to be
Wait,
with the hole.
no.
I get to do literally anything else.
I'm sorry.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Wow. He just for real left me here. No way. The audacity of this man. Wait. Huh? Narrator? 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 Oh, I'm descending. I am descending. Goodbye. I have become one with the whole. And the whole wants to become one with me. Now shall descend. Goodbye, narrator. Goodbye. What? My bucket. Oh. Hey. Ooh. No. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Ooh.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
That's
and I'm
what she
looking
said.
forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Bro, he's so mad. He's jealous. He's jealous that I love the hole more than him. Anyway, I'm going back. Back to the hole I go. No, apparently not. The whole ending. Huh? Oh, what a dream.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Why do I have the bucket? Bro. He told me to stop playing. Wait a minute. Get well soon. Yeah, don't. No! Man. You always taking away my fun. Did I miss anything? Collectibles. Oh, up here. Can you find them? Find what?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What the? Nice. So it.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward
now
for
I
it.
gotta
Absolutely
find them.
tragic.
Where is this?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Maybe. And screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
What is that?
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
It looks the same.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This
A bucket.
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Oh.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it
Wait.
possibly work? I
Is that
suppose
me?
it could.
I
But
just
it would need a
realized.
really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Whoa. What's he doing? Oh. Scary.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Yellow
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Are you sure?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever
Stanley
change
Parable
Stanley.
2.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, what did you do? I
All
see
of
you
his
put the
co-workers
balloons.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Why is there a thing? Stanley picked up the bucket. I don't understand why there's like the rope thing. I throw the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Yep.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This was not the correct way
I
to
thought
the
this
meeting
was
room.
left.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
Yes,
be.
my bucket was telling me this.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to
He
be
wants a
correct?
cold drink.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Can I have $1.25?
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Did the bucket say? The bucket didn't say though. The bucket said adventure awaits.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Yes.
Go there.
Let's
go
go.
to the cargo lift.
That's what I said.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay, bucket.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
What are you talking about?
But Stanley chose
This
not to
bucket
think
can.
about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
The bucket
and he
had.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I do. I am. If the bucket says, I will.
In here, said
Where?
the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Where?
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
This one? Okay. Ah,
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
Okay.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
yay! Okay. Hello?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak
He
to him.
could! Oh, I have to move. This is cinematic. Honey, I'm home. Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Place tea to take me to work with you. I will. Let's go.
The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket was merely
Where-
meant to provide the comforting
Where's my
glow of
bucket?
companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you
Where's my
orders.
bucket?
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him
No,
is just in
You're,
his
you're
head.
lying. Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? What'd you do? To my bucket. There it is.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Yes, bucket. I will.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
You
It
don't
can't
understand.
think. It
You
can't
don't
talk.
understand. It's not
All it
just
will
a
ever
bucket.
truly do for you is effectively
No,
transfer a
it's more than
liquid
that.
from
It's
one
been there for
location
me.
to a different
It's been there
location. That's
for
it.
me more than
It doesn't
you
do
have.
anything else.
No, you're lying. You're such a liar. But listen to the loud man. See, it's telling me not to listen to you. I'm going back home.
You see, he's not listening.
It's me
He's
in the
still
bucket.
taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
And to ignore anyone in your life except me. Of course, bucket. I know. You're the only one that's real to me. You're the only one who's been there for me. You're the only one who reassures me in my life.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Exactly, a polish. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? I do.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Yes! Anything for you, bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press X to go home to work to home to work to home. Anything you say.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket.
No.
No.
It's only
What's
me.
going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this
The bucket
troublesome
lit candles
situation.
for me. Oh. We have known each other for so long, and I guess this would be the next step. Chaz needs us a bucket. Hold up. I didn't even notice. Right. Can't tell if there's a bucket. But I guess this would be the next step in our relationship.
Stanley,
No!
give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me.
No!
Give me the bucket,
No!
Stanley. I
No!
need it. Give
No!
it to me now. Give it,
No!
or I'll...
No! Go back to work, Stanley. Yes, sir. Where am I? Where's my bucket? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it was just a dream. Whew. Wait, someone's calling. Oh. Hello?
Good morning. Thank
Good
you
morning.
for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Thank you.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door
I
on his
did.
left.
I did this time. Last time it's because you told me the wrong
Still
direction.
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yeah.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Narrator, don't look.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants
No,
the bucket.
no.
You can feel that,
No,
can't you?
uh,
The aura of jealousy.
no,
it's as
no,
clear
no,
as
no,
day.
no.
This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now.
No.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to
No.
say here. It's supposed to go with the other
No.
cleaning supplies. Good for you,
No.
Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand
But-
over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it
It's
over.
true. It's true. It's my friend.
We're
You're
getting
right.
into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to
Wow.
this stream of
I
petty
can't
insults
believe
simply in order
it.
to get you to hand over the bucket?
Wow.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
Can't believe it.
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your
How
relationship
dare
is
you?
purely superficial and
No,
convenient?
you're
That your life is
lying.
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which
No.
happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
I
Go
never.
on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom
Yeah.
closet off for its demeaning comments.
Yeah,
Expand on
you
the
don't-
wide variety of experiences you and the
real.
bucket have
We've
shared
been through
together.
everything.
Go through each of them point by point.
You wouldn't
Share your journal
understand
entries
how we
detailing
went
the rich
through-
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket.
what we
as they
went
have
through.
changed
We went
and
through
evolved
everything.
over the years.
It was there for me
Let
at
him
work.
have
It was there when I was lost. It was there when I had to make the choice. It was there.
Okay,
It was there when the
I've got you
narrator-
something which
Oh.
I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh,
There.
thank you.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
Yeah, take
with all
a
your
hike.
meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural
Yeah.
order of things.
Exactly. Take a hike. Property of Stanley here.
All right, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Property
office.
of Stanley. Oh. Why'd you put another sticker on it? Oh, bathroom. I think I need to put water in my bucket. What the?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting
Are you
all
sure?
of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Beautiful. What are you trying to say? Why are you slapping another stick on there? Oh, I know. I know where I want to take my bucket. What the? Going up? Okay, that was it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed
Oh.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the
I
bucket
think it was.
guiding him?
Yep, it is.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It talked to me. If I lose this bucket, then I lose myself.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
It's true.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The
Okay.
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Bucket, what do you say? What do you say, Bucket? Escape?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley
Huh?
and the bucket would both meet
Wait,
a
wait,
violent
wait,
death.
wait. No, wait. Don't say
But
that.
of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Unless.
Nope. It's death for Stanley and the bucket.
No, you're not scaring me. I know this is the way out. You're just scaring me. The bucket said we'll be fine.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death.
No, you're
for
lying to
each
me.
of them.
You're such a liar. You're gaslighting me. What is this? Oh. What? What? No. Wait.
As
No,
the machine
no,
whirred
no,
into
no,
motion
no,
and
wait,
Stanley and the
wait,
bucket
wait,
inched
wait.
closer to their
Wait,
demise,
wait.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, God. No. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single
Woman!
visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end,
No.
as it
No.
was crushed
I'll throw it.
violently to death.
No. Oh. Huh?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
No. It can't be. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void, but through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? We accept with an open mind that may be challenging about the information and exhibition. We will change the lives of yourself and loved ones as a result of exhibition. Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live in ignorance and darkness?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you
but
see
it's
that
mine.
the bucket is far more noble than
No.
Stanley will ever be in his short
No.
life?
Where are you taking him? Where are you taking him? Hello? My bucket. A bucket with two handles. Huh. My bucket. It's just being held overhead. The Inferno bucket. Oh. The stress bucket analogy. Huh. Very fancy. There's nothing there.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
But my bucket. Hanging bucket. It's my bucket! I'm gonna grab you! It's mine.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What?
Let Stanley die.
Huh?
Let him be crushed by the machine.
No,
Don't
no,
reset
no.
the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the
No,
world's
no, no,
buckets
no,
from
no.
their treatment as tools and
No.
implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a
No,
new
no, no,
world,
no,
a
no,
new
no, no,
vision
no.
of the...
Oh, I feel like I just got.
Stanley
My
had never
box.
seen the office this brightly lit.
Yay!
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
My boxes came. Figurine finders coming today in the meeting room. My bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What is that sound outside? It sounds like fire. Bottom text. There will be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct. Interesting. Inside of the sequel exhibits, a large room, lots of boxes. A large room. Stairs, something with stairs. Some both red and blue, nearby a fireplace. Okay, I'll try to remember this. Or I can write it down. I don't have anything to write it down. Okay, boxes. Okay, boxes, stairs, blue fireplace. Boxes, stair, blue fireplace. Boxes, stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
What
Stanley
the-
figs. What about Stanlerines?
Okay,
yes,
he's cooking.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
So it's boxes, blue, red and blue, and I forgot what it was.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight
Sounds
of
like a
this
rocket
revelation,
outside.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire
Fireplace.
if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
Fireplace.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. Man. Okay, there's a fireplace here, but how would I get it? Was it not this
Stanley
fireplace?
just sat around
Oh.
twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket
the-
knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, this time I do go to the mind control room. Loading. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
You're so right. That's it. Oh, light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
How did he know?
The monitors jumped to life, and
Whoa.
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
No,
as Stanley
it's okay.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Is that me? 47? Oh, that is me. What's this?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No,
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
you're lying.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feet.
The bucket would never betray me. Only you would.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Okay.
His one friend in the entire
Yep.
world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
She's my friend.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh yeah, you do the honors.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd live together.
We're
With
together
one another
forever.
to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh, huh?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door
Okay, you
stopped?
go. Whew.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No! No!
Even the facility itself
No.
recognized the incredible
No.
calming presence of the bucket,
No,
needed the
please.
soothing warmth of the bucket. Who gave
Please.
lips not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
It's
As
true.
long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't
Phew.
I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? Find what out? Look at the hiccups. Where am I? Where are my
All of his
boxes go?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. Absolutely did not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I didn't.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to
Well,
bring the bucket here?
I thought it was
unless-
okay.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a
Yeah,
bucket
I don't know what
and
a
what
bucket
isn't
is.
a bucket?
Yeah.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Why?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is
Why?
and isn't a bucket.
Let me out.
Please, step in here for a moment.
No. Oh my god, he's giving me a
Now
presentation.
then, I'm going to run you through
Okay.
some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
Okay.
is a bucket. Simple enough, right?
Yeah.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is
Okay.
not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, that's a friend.
Correct. It is a
What?
hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
You're freaking lying.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wait, he's playing me. If I say yes, we're like, yes, this is a bucket. And then if I push no, he's
Item
gonna
3.
say,
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
no, it's not. You're lying.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I think it is.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
holds
enormous
stuff.
machine that tills
It
the
holds a
earth.
person.
I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on
Can I
to the
have
next
it?
one. Is this a bucket?
Can I call? Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
See?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I don't think so.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How could you?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a
Whoa.
bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true.
It's true.
Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
If I could,
Stanley, I
fill
can't
you
keep
up,
doing this.
you're
I'm
a bucket.
losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear
What?
our relationship apart.
We had a
I can't have
relationship?
that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay,
Please.
here we go.
Don't do this. Please. 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 Please.
What happened? Is everything gone?
'Cause
Why did everything disappear?
everything was a
Wait,
bucket.
was everything a bucket?
I told
Every
you.
single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything is
My
a bucket.
God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
You
Yes,
sure?
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
All right, here we go.
Yeah! I got my bucket back. I got my bucket back. I got
I
my
can't
bucket.
wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Should I leave the bucket this time? No.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I was debating it. Okay, wait. Oh, hold up. I didn't read this. Large room boxes. I don't remember where. Red and blue. In a fireplace. Not in fireplace isn't always the boss's room, but...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait. Have I gone with the bucket down here? Oh my god, that scared me.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His
Here we go
boss would
again.
think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I was
He
crazy
looked down
once.
at the bucket
They
in
locked
his
me in a
arms.
room.
Am I
A rubber
crazy?
room.
He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but
I'm
said
not
nothing
crazy.
at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for
Why is
me
he not
in difficult
talking?
times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and
The
comfort.
bucket isn't
And that's when
sure.
Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a
It's
normal,
not my bucket?
everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Whose
How
bucket
did
is
I end
this?
up with someone else's bucket? This is
but
all
it says
terribly
property with
wrong.
Stanley.
Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what
Where'd my
sorts of
bucket go?
bizarre hallucinations Stanley might
No.
experience without
My
the
bucket.
psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
My bucket, where's my bucket?
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Where's my bucket?
Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Where's my bucket?
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Where's my
Where is
bucket?
it? I must find it.
Where is it?
Far
I
off in
must've
the
dropped
distance
it.
now, he heard it, calling to him.
Bucket!
Stanley, it's me, the
Bucket!
Could it truly be?
Bucket.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket
Oh,
after
no.
the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special
No.
bucket.
It was not them.
me, Stanley. Find me.
No, no,
He had
no.
to find the bucket.
No,
he had
no.
to return to
This
his
is
old
it.
friend.
No.
It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
no,
and
no.
then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the had been coming from. The bucket was inside of him all along.
It was me.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Bucket!
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
Where's my bucket?
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
No.
How cruel the world
How
can
could
be,
this
Mariella
be?
thought. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflip.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room, what a room, what a room, what a room. Va-va-voom, what a room. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. The amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings. Desperate, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Thank you. I needed that.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh my god. Oh, my face hurts.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Oh, yeah,
and now
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
torn
yeah,
between
yeah.
Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Figlies!
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small
Stanlerines.
number in the corner of your screen go up by one?
Stanlerines.
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to
Don't
me.
sit on it. Sit on me? Huh? Anyway, let's continue. La da dee, la da doo, la da dum. Okay, for the red and blue door, I forgot my. Oh, that was scares me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Nice.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, it looks like I'm out of time. I have to leave somewhere right now. I gotta go. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. I'm not gonna see you for the... I'm not gonna... Oh my god. I'm not gonna see you for the next week. Goodbye. I'm gonna go forever. The sequel. The sequel. Okay, goodbye. I'm done with this. Goodbye. Goodbye.